溶けて消えた君影が伸びて短くなり真昼の月に揺れる明かり誰も知らないその瞬間世界が息を止めるサイン聞こえたのはあの子の声懐かしさが胸を焦がす煙のように漂う日々歌が途切れてゆくように巡り巡るこの日々のルアー淡く溶けていく記憶の花夜空の下で息を吸い風に溶けて消えた君消えてゆくけど始まるんだ雲の先で待つんだろうか触れた瞬間一度きりの平和がほんの1秒
Good gamer morning, everybody. Hi. Hi, Q. Hi, Ayumi. Sup, bang, Chico. Shut. Oh my god, you guys geek me out. Do you guys hear my voice? It sounds better now, yeah? But it doesn't sound the same still, right? I can't believe my voice still hasn't fully recovered. It's literally been, like, I think over a week now, yeah? PC Cat! PC Cat jumped on the on the keyboard. Sir, what are you doing? Still on puberty. Talk from across the room. Talking from across the room would require me to stand up, and I'm really comfortable right now, so maybe later. But yeah, Chico is still on her puberty bullshit because yeah, why is my voice like still kind of fucked? It's like low, yeah? Like it's like lower than usual, and then if I like try to talk higher pitch, it like cracks like I'm for real going through puberty like ah ah ah. I would love to know how that sounds for you guys because it sounds really ridiculous for me. BC Cat, go sit on the hammock. Go sit. Go sit. Stop walking. Stop trying to walk on the keyboard. You're gonna break it. It's scratchy. Okay, so to be fair though, I haven't really talked much today. So like it might be a little less scratchy as the day goes on. But yeah, since I've been home alone and have no one to talk to, I haven't been speaking out loud except to my cats and to myself. So I mean, going insane in my solitude. But yeah, here we are with the deep, scratchy voice, but it's like it sounds less strained than last week, I think. Still not normal, but strained a little bit. Crazy cat lady, a little bit probably. Yeah, you could call me a crazy cat lady, I guess. I feel like having 3 cats is like, and okay, like I have 2 cats personally. But like there are 3 cats in my home that live with me, and I feel like that's like a lot of cat, like, you know, for one house. The cats outnumber the humans in the house, so yeah. There's 2 humans and there's 3 cats. Boy, if you don't stop, he is like actually being so bad right now. You're playing Masume. Have you talked about that game before? You guys know I'm bad with names and remembering stuff. No, PC Cat, not PC, yeah, it is PC Cat. PC Cat came up here and he started trying to walk on the keyboard and he pressed the space bar, so he like paused my music. And now he's like sitting like in the space where my mouse is and he keeps like clicking my mouse with his butt. And he's being crazy. Why are you being like this? I keep picking him up and trying to put him on my lap so that he like so he like stops being a problem and he keeps being like, no, I want to be a problem. Like he keeps getting up. That game got us all. Horse girl anime. Oh yes. Okay, yes, you've told me about that. Okay, we watched clips about it. You've showed me like clips. You've like sent clips of it in the Discord, and we watched them together. So I do know what you're talking about. But yeah, the name of it does not stick in my head very well. So every time you bring it up, I'm like, what's that? Okay. PC Cat, you've got to go. Either you sit down here, or you get kicked out. So make a choice. Make a choice. He's sitting over here looking smug as hell. Dad, Ayumi's been talking about it for a long time. Yeah, you have been. And you've been telling me to like watch it and stuff. You've been on that shit forever. You have been talking about it for a hot minute. Let's see. What have I done this week, you guys? When did I see you guys last? On Thursday, yeah? So you guys win Thursday, and then I couldn't see you afterwards because it was my friend's birthday. My friend turned 28 and she lives 3 hours away from me. So but she had like a really grand like party planned. Like she like really not grand like crazy like college party type beat, but like she really wanted to have like a themed party, you know? I feel like if you're like a fun adult, you go through this period of time where, you know, when you're a kid and you have like fun themed parties and it's really cool and like, you know, there's all these decorations and it just feels very like, it just like has this like feel about it when you're a kid. And then you go through this like middle point in your life when you're like a teenager through to like a young adult where your birthday, it's just kind of like a day, and if you have a party, it's just kind of like people getting together, and like there's not really decorations, there's not like a theme, it's just like a party, you know what I mean? And then when you become an older adult, you're like, fuck man, I can do whatever I want, you know? I can literally celebrate my birthday however the fuck I want, and I'm going to. And I've done it. Like I a few years back, I had like a themed party and it was a lot of fun. Like I bought all these decorations and like got all this, like I made all these like hors d'oeuvres and snacks and like punch, and like everything was like themed. Everything was like themed around the theme for the party. It was like so much fun. Like it's so much fun planning a themed party for yourself as an adult. Like, it hits different as an adult, because you're just like, it's like reliving your youth. Anime is free on YouTube. I was telling you about my favorite horse, Cinderella Gray. Yeah, you have talked about it on several occasions. I do recall. I just had forgotten what the name of the anime was. I knew about it because of a lot of Twitter artists, but I didn't expect the horses to be that cute. They are very cute. I've seen lots of photos. I've never watched it myself, but they are very, very adorable. Oh my god, Kier! I was just talking about you! Imagine what an 8-year-old boy would imagine as the best birthday party ever, and that's what it was. Yes, so the person whose birthday I went to was Kier Syndrome. We don't live very near each other, so I had to travel for it. But I went to Kier Syndrome's birthday, and if you guys were curious about what the theme was, it was a Spider-Man themed birthday, and it was fucking awesome. I've been lurking the whole time. Welcome in, Kier. Welcome in. Thanks for lurking. Yeah, so I traveled up to go see Cure. I went the day before the party to help set up and get a few more decorations to really kind of make it magical. And I just hung out with her. It was great. And then the next day was the party itself, and it was so good, you guys. Like, I mean, there were streamers, there were balloons, there were like lots of there were like themed plates and napkins, and like all of this good stuff. Like, it was great. It was so fun. And yeah, seriously, like, I swear having a themed birthday party as an adult is like such a fun experience, and I implore everyone to do it. Maybe I'll have a themed birthday for my next one, because I decided that, talking about my age isn't a big deal. You guys don't really care. So my next birthday is my 30th birthday. I'm going to be leaving my 20s behind me. I'm going to be turning 30. Oh my god. I'm gonna be listening to the Bo Burnham song Turning 30 the whole day. No, I'm not gonna do that, because that will make me depressed. I know! Melis, I am old! I'm turning old is what I'm turning. Oh my gosh. Maybe for my 30th, I'll plan a themed birthday party. No, actually, for my 30th, I've been dropping hints to my friends, right? I've been like, listen, you guys, throughout my life, I do a lot of planning, and I like do a lot of like organizing, and I have a lot of responsibilities in my life as an adult. And so I've been dropping these hints of like, you know what would be really nice is if I didn't have to do anything or think about anything or plan anything at all. Like, what if my birthday just happens to happen and I don't have to lift a finger, and I just get to celebrate my birthday and enjoy the fun parts without the stressful parts of the planning? What if that happened? I've been trying to convince my friends to like plan my birthday for me, because it's true, you guys. It's true. I do have a lot of responsibilities, and I do a lot of organization and planning on a day-to-day basis, and I feel like it would be nice to not have to do that for myself for such a huge birthday. I feel like 30's big. I don't know. I feel like 30's a big deal. 30 out of 90 TikTok, dude. TikTok boom is far better. Yeah, no. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Guys, I am turning old. Imagine it was my sugar mommy for a day. I sure was. I was like, don't worry about a thing, sweetheart. Don't worry about a thing. I got you. We all know you're 45. Stop. I never said I'm shy on my age, okay? I never said I'm shy. I just was like, I don't know if I should talk about it. Like, I don't know if that's like weird, if you guys even want to know, you know what I'm saying? Or like, also, when I first started streaming, I had like a really big concern about like being like doxxed, or like or like people just being like weird online and like making me uncomfortable. So I was really like hesitant to share like personal information, if that makes sense. So I was like hesitant to share like my age and stuff, because I felt like that's personal information. But like, there are like a bajillion 30-year-olds in the world, so so it's like not really all that personal. And like, I feel like the only information that I won't share with you guys is like where I live, which I feel like is super fair. I know you guys have a general idea that, like, I live on the East Coast, but that's about it. And that's probably all you'll never ever know, because I feel like sharing where you live with people on the internet is just in general a bad idea, 30th birthday gift is bad knees. I had bad knees, okay? They've been snap crackle popping since I was a teenager. So, and it's only gotten worse over time. I've never had good knees. When I ran cross country in high school, I used to like have to wear braces on my knees, and I would get shin splints really badly, and I'd have to take like ice baths and stuff. Sugar mommy for real, for real. I know I guess chat, I'm old enough to officially be a sugar mommy, almost. When my next birthday rolls around, I'll officially be old enough to be a true sugar mommy. I feel like 29 is still too young to be a sugar mommy, but you hit that 30 milestone, and like, that's it, man. There's nothing after. You die after you turn 30. I don't know if you guys knew that. There's nothing after that. No. I'm kidding. No, you're still young at 30 also, guys. If you guys are older, if you guys are in your 20s, if you guys are approaching 30 like me, listen, I'm still running around and doing so much. Like, I'm still having the time of my life, and like getting to do things that I wasn't able to do when I was younger because I couldn't afford it or I didn't have time. And once you get older, you have more money and time to do the things that you love. So your life truly does not end in your 20s and 30s. Like, you still have so much life ahead of you. And the best part about all this is, like, I look so young still. Like, when I was at like the Stray Kids concerts, there were these like girls behind me and my roommate who was also around my age, and we were like talking to them and stuff, and like age came up, and they were like, oh my gosh, we thought you guys were 19. 19. Oh, like, I don't wish I was 19, because that was a time. But like, that's crazy. That's 10 years younger than what I am. Like, I guess I look somewhere around 10 years younger than what I actually am, which is crazy to think about. Like, that just goes to show that, like, as far as like how you look goes, age means absolutely fucking nothing, because like, you can look younger or you can look older. Like, my brother is like about 4 years younger than me, but people usually think he's older than me. So I guess people think he looks 23 if they think I look 19. I'll leave in Discord to tempt you. What are you leaving? Let me go look. What you leaving here in the anime? Okay. I know you've shown me this stuff before. I will watch it at some point, maybe. And no promises, but you know, I'll keep it on my mind. I haven't watched anime in months, you guys, actually. Which is kind of weird. I usually have at least like one anime that I'm like watching at all times, like one thing that I'm keeping up with. I'm like not watching any anime right now. I feel like a fake anime fan. I've been too like wrapped up in other stuff. I haven't like had time to like sit down and watch anime. But oh my god, there's this anime that this is how you know I haven't been watching or keeping up in months, because like there's an anime that I was reading the manga for called The Summer Hikaru Died. Which is kind of like a horror BL situation, which is like my shit because I'm a degenerate. No, it's been really good, and the manga has been really good, and I knew it was going to get an anime adaptation, but apparently it's already out, and I didn't even know about it. I'm like, what the fuck? So at some point I need to watch that, and I'm sure there's other stuff out that I probably like had my eye on before, and like just didn't even know what's coming out because I've not been keeping up with anime lately at all. I have no watch's age that reduces the search to 30% of the global population. Really? 30% of people in the world are 29 going on 30? I don't know like how the breakdown of like age, because like I feel like the breakdown of age population is like different, because you know, baby boomers are still kind of, some of them are still alive, and then like there's been a drop in population lately, so I feel like there's like a gap in the amount of people depending on the generation, if that makes sense. If she plays this bad now, how's she gonna play when she's older? Yeah, you know, I don't think I'm ever gonna get like really good at gaming. I think that's not in the stars for me. I don't have enough time to like practice like that, and I lost out on those like formative like years where it becomes like more muscle memory. Like those years where like kids be playing games and like you hear the 12-year-olds in the lobby of your COD game, and they're really annoying because they're not very good, but listen, they're honing their skills. They're honing their skills in their youth, and they're gonna be some pro ass gamers when they age. That wasn't me though. That wasn't me. I wasn't playing games at a younger age. I didn't get into gaming until I was a little older. So I lost all that time, and it's never coming back. I'm too old now. Can't teach an old kitsune new tricks. Sure they weren't raising you what the kids think that I was 19? I don't think so. I think they just genuinely, they like looked very shocked and confused to learn that me and my roommate were as old as we were. Like, they were like, what? They were like, I get that a lot though. Like, when I tell people my age, I get that a lot. Like, they're always surprised. They're always like very like, they very much don't expect it. I feel like I should go to a theme park. Because, you know, I don't know if you guys have ever seen these, but, like, if you go to, like, an amusement park, you know, with the roller coasters and bullshit, there'll be, like, carnival games, and usually there's this, like, carnival game where, like, the worker has to, like, guess either your age or your weight or, like, there's, like, or something else. Like, they have, like, you pick what that you want them to guess about you, and they, like, just with like looking at you and I guess maybe asking a question or two, they have to like guess how old you are. I feel like I should do that because I feel like they'd get it wrong. Like, I feel like they'd guess probably around like 25, 26, and I feel like 29 is just, I just simply do not look 29. I simply don't. Like, like I don't know what 29 is supposed to look like because I am 29 and I look how I look. So to me, I'm like, I think I look like how I'm supposed to look. But yeah, people very, very often are surprised to hear how old I am, and they think I look much younger. Make it a watch party. We still have to do a JoJo watch party. And thank you for the hydrate redeem. I've been trying to stay hydrated. To be fair, you're the size of a coffee table, so maybe your height makes you look younger. That might be part of it, but like, I mean, I am like, I tend to be like the shortest person in my like friend groups, except for Danica. Danica, when we met, like, is for sure shorter than me. But I'm usually the shortest, but like not by like a lot. I'm usually the shortest only by like a few inches. Like, I'm 5'2", and then like my friends typically will be like anywhere between like 5'4". I do have tall friends, so like, but like a lot of my friends are between like 5'4" and like maybe like 5'6", and then I have some like outlier taller friends who are like 6 foot something. So I'm sure I look super small and younger when I'm like next to them, but a lot of the times, the friend, like my roommate for example, I think they're like 5'5", or somewhere between 5'4" and 5'5" maybe. I don't remember. I'd have to ask them. But they're like not a lot taller than me. Like, and I like usually wear shoes that give me a little bit of height. It's not even really intentional. It's just a style I wear because I wear a lot of boots. And a lot of times boots give you a couple of inches. Like, a lot of times boots have thicker soles, and so they give you like a couple of inches. I don't wear a lot of like I have like one pair of like one or two pairs of sneakers, and I don't wear them all the time. I usually wear my boots. So I'm 5'2" without shoes on, but then like my shoes usually can like give me a couple more inches. So then I'm anywhere between like 5'3" and 5'5" with my shoes on. Which is like not that short, you know. You can hear her happiness about someone being smaller than I like it. I don't know. Like, I mean, I like being short, honestly. Like, I don't know, like, I feel like probably there are people out there who are like unsatisfied with their height and like wish that they could grow more and like wish they were taller. Especially like men. I feel like it's different between men and women. Like, men probably like desire to be taller, and women have like less stake in it, which by the way I think is dumb. Like, why does your height matter truly? Like I don't like. I know that you guys are gonna be like, "Oh, Machi, it's because women prefer taller men, and so they're trying to have like a better chance at like in the dating pool, whatever, like whatever your thoughts are on it." But I just think that's dumb. I don't care about how tall someone is. Like maybe, and I know it cannot be just me because I'm not unique in any way. Like there's tons of people who don't care about that shit. So I feel like men who care about it, like if they just stopped caring about it, they'd be happier because then they would just be able to find people who don't care about how tall they are, you know? Short wives matter. Stop. Yeah, I like being short. I feel like it has its pros and cons. But I am happy with like both of those things. Like, being short as someone who travels a lot is like so convenient because like I take up less space on whatever form of transportation I'm on, whether it's a flight, a train, a bus, whatever I'm using to get from point A to point B. I'm small and I take up less space, so therefore I'm like more comfortable. Like I have like more options and like how I can like adjust myself in the seat because like I don't have to worry about leg room. Like I don't need as much leg room, which is nice. I can sit crisscross applesauce on my flight and like as long as I like pull my knees in a little bit, I'm not bothering anyone. Like, you know, I can curl up. I can like pull out the table on the airplane and like put my head down on it, and I'm small enough to like fit in such a way where I can like sleep like that. Like it's good. It's nice for traveling. So being small is good for traveling. I don't what else do I like about being small? I feel like it's like fun for things that I do that are high adventure, like cave diving and stuff like that. I am such a huge like high adventure like enjoyer, so like going like cave diving, going like rock climbing, like being short has its advantages in those sorts of situations as well. Copium is flowing. No, I genuinely do. I like being short. But then yeah, I do come across people like Danica who are like shorter than me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like it's a special moment because like not a lot of people are. I'm on the shorter side of like not a lot of people are shorter than me. Typically, people will be 1 to 2 inches taller than me at least. So when I like come across someone who is shorter than me, it's like rare, and it's like exciting for some reason. I couldn't explain why, but it's like because it's rare, I guess. I'm like, whoa. Being smaller is better. I fit in every car no matter the size. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I feel like the most peak advantage about being small is like transportation. Like transportation is easy when you're small. Like public transportation or not, like and like people who sit behind me in my car, like, you know, they don't have to ask me to move my seat up. Like if my car is full and we have lots of people in there in the back seat, like, you know, they have leg room because I don't need a lot of leg room. I'm 5'9" and I physically struggle to fit on the airplane chairs. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, airplanes are not built for people who are tall. Like, airplanes are, like, so bad. Like, the seats are so fucking small. Like, even for someone like me who is small, I feel like the seats are small. So, it's nice being short and tiny and being able to just kind of, like, fit more comfortably in the seats on the airplane. I like not having to strain to kiss my BF. Dude, yeah, true. Cause, well, and like what's the height difference between you and Pookie? I don't know actually, out of curiosity. As a K-car fan, this is very important. Yeah, they small. Yeah, I like being small. There's so many things. Putting my arms around his shoulders easily. I don't give a fuck about height. When someone is shallow about their height, they attract other shallow people. That's it. That's the tea right there. Because like what I was saying earlier is like men who care so much about their height and they're like insecure about it, or like they so desperately like wish to be taller. I feel like those people, whether they're trying to or not, internally are focusing on like really shallow things, and so, like, of course they're not going to, like, be happy and satisfied in the relationships that they seek out, because they're probably going to attract other people who are, like, more shallow and care more about like physical attributions over like the person themselves and the personality. So to me it's like, yeah, like I feel like people who care a lot about height, I think they would be happier if they just stopped caring about it and just accepted themselves for who they were, realized that they have a lot to offer as a human being, and move forward with that mindset, seeking out people who appreciate them for who they are, as opposed to seeking out people who may or may not like appreciate who they are because they're so concerned about their looks, their height, their weight, like whatever. Like, you know, like it just simply, guys, you guys need to be happy and love yourselves for who you are, and you'll find other people who are happy with you and love you for who you are too. And that's the advice today from Machiko VT. That's the advice today. BF is 5'9", I'm 5'4". Okay, it's like a like 5-inch height difference. Yeah, that's a pretty like comfortable height difference, like if you have like a type of preference. Also, not to say, you guys, not to say that having a preference for height difference is a bad thing. If you have that preference, then like, you know, then that's like your thing. But like, you can't force yourself to be, especially physically, you can't force yourself to be what you're not. So like, so I think it's really important to just like be happy and accepting of like who you are, and like, and then you'll be able to find satisfaction in the connections that you make regardless of like those preferences. Because yeah, I'm not saying preferences are bad. Like, everyone has preferences and that's okay. But like, that shouldn't be the thing that you hinge your like your whole like search on. Like, that shouldn't be the thing that you like your main focus is like your physical preferences. That, like, you know, like, you should be like considering other things as well, like when it comes to like making connections, getting into relationships, all that jazz. Am I gaming today? Maybe. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I came on and I was like, do I do like a full just chatting stream today like last time? Because I had a lot of fun doing just chatting like the whole time last week. And I was like, I feel like if I like fully run out of shit to talk about, which, you know, you guys know I can like yap for like a bajillion years. If I like fully run out of things to talk about, then maybe we'll like load up something, like something chill. And we can kind of like keep talking like while I do something chill. Or maybe we do just chatting the whole stream, because this is gonna be a shorter stream today. I'm thinking like between 2 to 3 hours. I got on an hour late, and I still have stuff to do today. I have places to go today. I need to do laundry really bad, chat. I've been out of town so much. I'm like, I couldn't do laundry while I was away. So I really need to do a load of laundry. I have clean clothes left, but I'm like, if I don't do laundry soon, I'm gonna run out of clean clothes. It's getting to that point. It's getting to that point. Being tall means no uppies. Couldn't live without uppies. Exactly. I love uppies. I can receive uppies from almost anyone because I'm so short. Give me all the uppies, you guys. I love uppies. Don't forget to set an alarm. Yeah, I will not. I'm keeping an eye on the time. I feel like I should get off somewhere between like 3 and 4 o'clock is when I should probably tap out and get off stream. So yeah, we're keeping an eye on the time. What's a height preference? Sounds like a scam. I feel like some people do kind of like enjoy like the sensation of feeling larger or smaller than someone, and that can be like a personal preference. Like, if you're just the type of person who likes to like feel like, I don't know, I feel like some people like really get like enjoyment out of like being smaller or like larger than their partner, like for various primitive reasons probably. But like, that's all it is, truly, probably. It's just like your primitive brain like being like, oh, I'm like partner is large and like big and can protect, versus like, oh, I'm small. Like, I don't know. There's probably, if we looked into the biology of it all, there's probably some primitive like animal brain bullshit going on with like the preferences between like height difference and stuff. I wasn't expecting. Oh my gosh, did my like chat just like ban you from saying something? I wasn't expecting something chi for the yap sesh, but I'll accept it. Dude, we talk about whatevs. We talk about whatever comes to mind in this chat. I'm not stinky. I'm not stinky. My clothes, I still have clean clothes. I just like I'm running low, so I need to do laundry. Like my laundry basket is full. It's like time to do the laundry. I've been gone. Been gone like all month. But she hasn't thought of stuff. Guys, that's not what I was trying to say. That is not what I was trying to say. I realized partway through that little rant that I was like, oh no. I was like, chat's gonna read into this one. That is not what I was trying to say. That I like feel like though I can't like defend myself. But like that wasn't where I was going with that, okay? Like it's not that. Don't get the wrong idea, chat. You guys are taking me. You guys are making me. You guys are flustering me. Stop it. Get bonk. Everyone gets bonked right now. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out. Behave yourselves. Hi, Madre. Yeah. We were talking about height and stuff, and I am small. It's true. I'm 5'2". I'm 5'2", and I lost some weight when I was sick, and I haven't gained it back yet. So now I'm like 5'2", and I'm like around 105 to like 107 pounds. So yeah, I'm just a little guy. Just like a little guy. You know, I can fit on the airplanes. I'm really good at hide and seek. It's like really funny at work. There's like these shelves at my job. And like I can fit on the shelf. So like I'll like climb onto the shelf and I'll like scare my coworkers because they don't see me there. That's another good thing about being small and short. Damn, I can carry you in a suit. Yeah, if it's like a large suitcase, I can fit inside of one because I've done it before. Like not like for traveling or anything, but like I have like a big suitcase in one. There was like a time when I first got it where like me and my friends were like, I wonder if I could like fit in there. And yes, I can fit in there pretty easily too. Like if I curl up into a ball, I fit inside my suitcase. But I wouldn't recommend traveling in that way. It sounds really uncomfortable and you might die or something. Also, I don't think TSA would let that slide. She's small, fits in planes like uppies in. Okay, yeah. You know what? Yeah, guys, listen here, okay? We don't have to talk about. We don't have to talk about this right now. Why are you guys doing this to me? Why are you guys doing this to me? Ugh. Okay, is Machiko bottom coated? Yes, the answer is yes. Okay, is that who I am as a person? Do we need to talk about it right now? No, we don't. No, we don't. That doesn't have to be a subject of conversation. Listen, okay? There's lots of reasons to like being small, all right? And we don't have to talk about all of them, okay? Moving on. My friend's birthday was a lot of fun. It was Spider-Man themed, and it was cute, and it was great, and lots of friends showed up. We did karaoke, and I sang karaoke even though my voice is still fucked up. And I feel like I did a good job. Yeah, I don't know, Cure. I don't know if you're still in the chat. Did I do a good job singing karaoke? I feel like even with my fucked up voice, it sounded good. How is the weather down there? Ha ha ha. I've never heard that one before. That's so funny. No. Y'all such a hooting and hollering. It's great, by the way, because guess what? It's summertime and heat rises, which means the closer to the ground you are, the cooler it is. So I get to enjoy the nice cool weather down here closer to the ground, and you guys get to be up closer to the sun and the humidity where it's hot and sweaty. So I win. That's the opposite. It's rainy. It's been raining on and off here actually a lot. Yesterday we had like scattered thunderstorms like crazy. Like it was actually really crazy because it would be like crazy thunder and lightning for like 10 minutes, and then the sun would come out for 10 minutes, and then it would be crazy thunder and lightning again for 10. Like it was back and forth like that for a few hours. It was really insane. We hootin' and hollerin'. You must be Hooters. What? I have you guys ever been to a Hooters? Out of curiosity, I don't know. That made me. Now you're making me like think of that. I've never actually eaten at Hooters, ever, because I don't know. I just feel like the vibes in there are probably weird. Yeah, it's just like a sports bar, but I feel like the vibes are weird because I feel like there's probably a lot of like old men in there like being freaks, you know. They have good wings and fried pickles. Everyone I've ever spoken to who has been to a Hooters or eaten at a Hooters says that they have really good wings. But I'm like, how good can they be? Like, they can't possibly be any better than like other wing places, you know? Because as y'all said, it's just a sports bar. Like, they can't possibly be that good, right? People just use that as an excuse because they want to go look at the girls in there. Yeah, that's got to be it, right? It has to be it. It doesn't exist down here. Oh yeah, we have a couple in my area. Not like really close by, but like there's a couple around. People say the same thing about strip clubs, that they have good wings and fried pickles. Yeah, it's like I feel like being like, oh yeah, the food is good. I'm like, yeah. You just wanted to go in there and look at boobies. That's what's actually happening. That's what it is. That you guys don't have me fooled. You guys do not have me fooled. There are like places around here where I live that like are locally owned, and they like hand make their sauces and like make their wings with like care. Like it's not a chain, and those wings must be better than the wings at Hooters. But people will still be like, yeah, you know, the wings are good at Hooters. You gotta go check it out. I know what you are. I see you. Something about boobs makes wings taste better for some reason. I guess maybe that's what it is. Looking at boobs, eating wings, it makes them taste better. Yeah, I've never actually eaten at a Hooters myself. I've never been a patron at Hooters, but I used to do delivery driving. I used to like deliver food, and so here's the thing. Here's the only thing that makes me be like, maybe the wings really are good. I don't fucking know. Is because I would do delivery driving, and people would order food for delivery from Hooters sometimes. Like, which I think is kind of weird, because isn't the whole point of Hooters to like go inside and like have the experience of being in the Hooters? Like, why would you order food from there unless you actually genuinely really like the food? I don't know. That would like, I was like, okay, maybe people aren't lying. Maybe the food is actually good. I don't know, guys. Maybe I should go to Hooters and then I'll report back. Maybe I bring my friends along. We take a family trip to the local Hooters. Machiko accuses all her fans of being pervs. Okay, well, you guys give me good reason. Alright? You guys do give me good reason. I gotta hand out bonks in chat sometimes, because y'all be wilding up in here. I go with my friend and his wife because she craves the fried pickles there, and I like the wings. It's cheap and decent. That's so weird. It's so interesting to me. That's such interesting knowledge to have. And now I feel like I kind of do, like, who am I to say that y'all are lying if I've never eaten there before? And maybe I need to go to the Hooters and tell you guys what my experience was. Like, but like, I always have like wondered, like, do the staff like truly like working there, or like do they think it's like annoying and it's just like the job that was available to them and they only work there because the money's good? Like, I feel like the second is probably much more likely. So then, I don't, like, maybe people like me should go then, because then I'd be a really, like, friendly, like, patron that wouldn't, like, annoy them, and, like, I would make their job easier, because, like, they wouldn't have to, like, fan service me as much, because I'm just, like, there. I'm just a little guy just there chilling, not demanding stuff from them. It has a bird on the store that means good chicken. I think that the bird is just there. First of all, it's an owl, because it's like Hooters, like who, like an owl. Yeah. So I don't think that the owl on the sign indicates that there's good chicken. Send a picture of Booba with the delivery. Oh wait, like for like delivery driving? No, there's none of that. It's literally just the people would just order food from there sometimes, and I would deliver it to them. Wilding says the armpits lady! Oh god, I'm never gonna live that down. Okay. Oh, okay. But you guys saw, right? You guys saw his armpits, and they're gorgeous. They are crafted by the gods, alright? You can't blame me. You cannot blame me for thinking a man has beautiful armpits, okay? You just can't. You simply can't blame me, because you guys know I'm not wrong. They're beautiful. They get good tips. Yeah, I feel like them getting good tips is probably the only reason they work there. They're probably like, I feel like it's like any other job. They're probably like, man, I fucking hate this job, but you know, the money's good. I feel like that's how most people feel about their jobs. Owls are not bird much. I'm not saying that owls aren't birds. I'm saying like owls don't indicate that good chicken is sold at an establishment. If there is an owl on the sign, that does not indicate that good chicken is sold at said establishment, okay? Like, unless you're eating owl wings, which I think is probably not legal, because I feel like there are probably like lots of species of owls that are like endangered. So yeah, an owl on the sign. If anything, if I saw an owl on the sign outside of an establishment, I would think that indicates that they're open late. That's what I would think, is that an owl indicates that like the place is open late. Not that it has good wings. I wouldn't think that. That wouldn't be the first thought that comes to mind. Oh, owl? Oh wow, that place must have good wings because there's an owl on the sign. What? Like, you guys making shit up. One of the employees won a lawsuit on her boss lying about thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Oh my gosh. Fighting. I'm just gonna call you Fighting. Hi, Fighting. Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. That's so sweet of you. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Hello. I appreciate the gift subs so much. You guys are so sweet to me, and thank you for the hype train, guys. Oh my gosh. I like lost my train of thought there. Employee won a lawsuit on her boss lying about getting a Toyota and got a car in cash with compensation of a lawsuit. But like, wait, like lying about getting a Toyota, like what does that mean? Wait, now I'm gonna have to like look in, like what? Like, how do you sue someone for lying about having a car? I feel like I'm missing context here. I'm gonna start talking about Booba and use that same excuse then. Everyone hates working in fast food, so good tips are really the only reason. Yeah, it's very true. That's very true. Yes, oh my gosh, also yeah, if you received a gift sub from Fighting, please make sure to say thank you in chat. Madre, Yummy, Atomic, Kadjan, and Cure. My Pookie's out here getting their gift subs. The Hooters undercover boss episode is wild. Oh wait, yeah, that sounds interesting. I didn't know that there. I mean, it makes sense that there would be an episode for Hooters for that, but I don't really watch a lot of reality TV. Cure is like the person in my life who watches like the most reality TV, and like loves it. And I feel like when I am with people who watch reality TV like here, I like get into it as I'm watching it. Like I'm really entertained, but I don't like seek it out on my own because on in general, like it's not really like I prefer watching like I get like really engrossed in like fiction stories and like very much prefer to watch like stuff that has like more of a like fantastic like fictional like plot involved as opposed to watching something that's like more like like trash reality TV. But I get why people like it because I feel like you can just watch it and turn your brain off. Like you don't have to there's no stakes really. You don't like to think hard about anything. You just like watch your reality TV and you just like sit back and relax. Yeah, I don't really watch a whole lot of reality TV. But that episode, I feel like I would watch that. I'd be like really interested in it. Her boss lied for encouraging work productivity and hinted a car to being whoever works the hardest. Oh, so like the boss like lied and was like if you like reach XYZ like milestones then you will get a car, but they were like lying about it. Oh. She won, she got a Toyota and sued her boss. Dude, hell yeah! That's like the definition of girl bossing right there. Fuck yeah. Shout out to that girl. Cheers. I'll drink to that, mate. One of the franchise owners was making the girls have a chili eating contest, no-handed, to see who would get sent home for the day to save on hours. That's crazy. Of course, the misogyny and creepiness. Yikes, bro. That is like super yikes. Yeah, see, and it's stuff like that. It's stuff like that that I hear about, like shit going down at places like Hooters, where I'm like, man, I don't want to go there because I don't want to support the franchise because I know like weird shit like that be happening behind closed doors. Like there's obviously like always like there's like shit you don't know about like establishments that you are a patron at in general, regardless of where you go. But I feel like places like Hooters, there's like a higher chance of some like really like weird nasty shit going on behind the scenes that you don't know about. And like I wonder like how difficult it is for like the employees to like work their way up the HR ladder and like actually get protection and or compensation from shit that happens to them at places like that. Like I wonder if it's like harder because like even at like my job where like it's just like, you know, I just work in the wine industry, like there's still like shit that happens that definitely should not be happening. And it's kind of like if something bad enough happens where you feel as though you want to like file a formal complaint and go like through HR and stuff like that, it's like not easy. Like and so in a job like Hooters where I feel like there's probably like a level of like judgment and disrespect towards the employees for working there in the first place from like people, I bet it's even harder for them to like try to like file formal complaints and like get shit taken care of like with HR. Like I don't know, maybe that's just an assumption, maybe their HR team is really good, but I don't know, that would be like that, like I would assume that it's probably even harder for them to like get shit taken care of if like some weird sexual harassment bullshit is happening at work, because like, oh well, you work at Hooters, so you know, I don't know, people have like these weird like thought processes on like those things, like society as a whole in general. I feel like there's a lot of judgment that goes into like working in places like that as a woman. I'm not trying to get into like the whole feminist stuff, but you guys, I feel like you guys are picking up what I'm putting down, you know? Like it's just like a thing. I feel like there's a level of judgment towards people who work at Hooters, people who work as dancers, people who are like who have like OnlyFans and stuff like that. Like, you know, in my opinion, that shit's just a job, right? And like no judgment should be passed on people for seeing a demand and supplying it, right? Like, because at the end of the day, those sorts of jobs would not exist if there was not a demand and an audience for that sort of content, those sorts of jobs, Right. So, like, truly, who should we be judging, actually? I think instead of judging the people who are just providing a service or doing their job and getting their bag, we should probably more so be judging the people who are the consumers. Not to say that you need to judge anyone, but if judgment must be passed, that's who I'm gonna judge. Because the whole thing wouldn't exist in the first place, you know? If there weren't consumers. But yeah, we'll stop there. We'll stop there. You lost me. I only like the wings and fried pickles. Yeah, guys, I went off on a tangent. My bad. But yeah. Guys, I'll go to Hooters and I'll let you know what it's like. It will be like a excursion, you know? It'll be like a little adventure where I like go and I take like a notepad and I take notes and I like write down everything going on around me and my overall experience there. I'll rate the food like 1 out of 10. I'll like order multiple things off of the menu. I'll get like a drink, like I'll get like a mixed drink and like different appetizers and like different entrees, and I'll just bring all my friends and we'll just try the food. And I'll and I'll report back. I'll let you guys know my thoughts. I'll let you guys know my thoughts on the service too. Like I'll like we'll see. Although I'm sure service very widely varies depending on which what like location you go to. With what money you spent it all on armpit sightseeing? I mean, I shouldn't be spending too much money right now, but I'm not totally broke. I have enough money to go to Hooters, okay? I have enough money to go take a little excursion to Hooters with my friends. But yeah, okay, I do need to reel in the spending though, because like there is for certain a new Stray Kids album that's going to be released like probably within the next month, and that's gonna cost me too. Oh my god, that's gonna cost me because you guys know I be collecting shit from like I'm like such an insane person when it comes to like collecting stuff. Like if I'm into an anime, like when I was really into My Hero Academia, oh my god, you guys, my My Hero Academia collection was like unhealthy. Like it was unhinged. Like I sold so much of it because like even though I still enjoy My Hero Academia, I was like my Hero collection like filled up an entire shelf, I fear. Like it was bad. Like I had all the manga, I had all the like spin-off series, like I had like the like My Hero Academia Smash, I had all the light novels, like I had the Vigilantes, like bro, I had all of the books that I could possibly have. I had like copies of Monthly Shonen Jump, which are like thick as fuck, by the way. I don't know if you guys have ever like purchased a copy of like a Monthly Shonen Jump, but those motherfuckers are like 3 inches thick at least. I had like copies of those that had like the My Hero Academia characters on the cover. Obviously I had hella figures, acrylic stands, keychains. Guys, it was crazy. It was crazy. Crazy madness. I get into something and I'm like, I must fill every facet of my life with the thing that I love. But I've sold a lot of it. And some of the stuff I've actually, like, because, like, some stuff I buy, I'm really into, like, buying stuff that's, like, limited release. Like, I'm so obsessed with buying, like, limited stuff. And limited shit, the price of limited stuff the value only goes up when it comes to, like, limited merchandise. So if you buy shit that's limited and then one day you decide you don't want it anymore, you definitely make some of your, like, you make money back, usually. Like, you'll make, if you sell it for the fair market price, you get some of your money back. So whenever I get into something, I'm also, like, super into buying, like, limited edition stuff because I'm like, hey, one day if I move on, I'm gonna make money off of this. At this point, my Stray Kids collection is like my retirement fund because I have, like, I don't even want to talk about the amount of money I have sunk into my collection for Stray Kids, and particularly my photo card collection. That shit is the definition of unhinged, you guys. Like, it's like, I want you guys to take a guess as to how many photo cards Like, and just in case you don't know what the photo cards are like little cardstock pieces of paper. They're about the size of a Pokemon card, and they're like collectible. And there's like rare ones, there's limited ones, there's ones where like only 30 of them exist in the entire world. It's like collecting baseball cards. So like, yeah, like that's what a photo card is. Just guess how many I have. Just guess how many I've collected over like the years that I've been a fan of Stray Kids. 839. Good guess. It's probably a little higher than that. I'm not gonna lie. I probably have more than that. Because for my favorite member alone, just him, the number of cards I have for him is over 500. Like just him, and then I also have like cards for the other 8 members as well. And I like actively collect more, like on a regular basis. So the last time I counted how many I had for like my favorite member, that was like a month ago at least, and I'm certain I have purchased more since then. So I have a lot of photo cards, and it is a problem. But like y'all, my roommate used to be really into BTS back in the day, and they were into BTS like back when BTS was like not well known. Like they were into BTS like around when they first became a group, and so like they weren't super famous yet. So my roommate had a bunch of like rare old limited merchandise from BTS, like just kind of like, you know, sitting in like different areas of like their collection and stuff during COVID. And they kind of fell out of being into BTS, so like they weren't as big of a fan any longer, and they like didn't really need their collection anymore, and they kind of like wanted to downsize their collection. So they started selling their stuff while they were unemployed during COVID. And the amount of money that they made off of selling their collection literally carried them through unemployment because of how much money they made off of selling their collection. Because that shit's worth fucking bands, bro. Like, K-pop fans are insane, and like the value of that shit is so high. Like I have photo cards that I purchased upon release for like $15 that are now like regularly going for like $100 or more online at resale price. Like, it's crazy. The market for K-pop photo cards is insane. And it's like a whole thing though, trying to like get your hands on them though, because like obviously like most of them come from overseas, so then you have to like go through these like weird like channels to like get your boy paper. Like you have to like go through like different like sellers, overseas sellers, and like proxies and like people online to get your hands on the shit that you want. Like it's a whole thing, guys. It's shady. You have to be you have to share. And I was saying like earlier, I was like, something that you probably shouldn't do is share where you live with people on the internet. No, man, if you're in that buy sell trade community for like K-pop photo cards, there are so many people that I don't know who totally have my address and know where I live. Like they don't know like my like name, like because I don't use my real name, but like they know where I fucking live. But they be like overseas, so it doesn't really matter. Like they be living in Indonesia. But yeah, there's people in Indonesia who have my address for sure. and there's people I like don't know, and I have their address. Not that I like keep track of it and write it down, like, but I like sell stuff to people, and so like in order to sell and mail shit to people, like they have to give you their address. The buy sell trade community, guys, is a crazy place. It's a crazy place. I spend way too much time collecting photo cards. Isn't it? I think it's actually low-key an addiction. Because like we be talking about gambling and stuff. I tease you guys for having like gambling addictions. Speaking of, I'll do a raffle while we yap. Since, you know, Machi sounds more sus with every sentence. Dude, it is sus, I'm not gonna lie. Like selling and trading photo cards, unless you're doing it through like somewhere like Mercari, like a more official channel. Also, raffle for 1,000 Machi points, 60 seconds, exclamation point join to join. Yeah, unless you're doing it through something like Mercari or eBay where there's like a third party involved, it is kind of sketch. But like the reason people don't like to go through those channels is because people who sell on Mercari, on eBay, on Yahoo, like wherever the fuck, like they like there's more likely to be scammers on those websites, like people who are selling fake shit. And then the other concern is like people who sell through those channels, like they overprice, and you can get a better price through like an individual like solo seller on like Instagram than you can through a more official channel like Mercari or eBay. So yeah, it is kind of sketch, but like that's how you get the deals. Like if you don't want to spend $200 on something that's worth $50, then you got to go through the less official channels. You got to go through Instagram, Twitter, Facebook Marketplace. Like congratulations, Q, on winning 1,000 Machi points. Make sure to gamble them wisely. But yeah, you guys enjoy gambling. This is my equivalent for gambling for sure. This is yeah, get your slots on. Get your slots on. I lost you. Yeah, this is a whole like culture and community on its own. Like the culture around collecting, because okay, I'm talking about K-pop photo cards, right? But this is like a thing across communities. Like people are like this with other stuff too. Like the easiest thing I can think of is like Pokemon cards, baseball cards, and other just like collectibles, like rare collectibles. There are communities like that for anything. Like if you want to get your hands on a rare, authentic, collectible item, the easiest way is to go through like unofficial channels. But it is sketchy. It's sketchy sometimes. You gotta like do like background checks on these people. So here's the other thing though. Yeah, collectors are nuts, and I'm one of them. I'm a nuts, crazy ass collector. So like on the Instagram buy sell trade space, the way that you can kind of check a person's authenticity, there's like a couple of ways to check. The first way to check is you can go into their like Instagram profile information and see how many times they've changed their username. If someone has changed their username a lot of times, it's most likely because they're a scammer. So don't trust it. Another thing is that when you buy or trade with somebody, the purchaser is like, it is like what's the word I'm looking for? Like a nicety. It's like expected for the purchaser to then take a photo of the item to like prove A, that it's authentic, and B, that they actually received it, and then they post it like on their account and they tag the seller on their account, and like to be like, I bought from the seller, they sold me the item, it arrived, and it's authentic. Like, and like you post a picture of it and you tag the seller, so then the seller can like add it to their account and use it as proof that it's like a review. It's kind of like a review. Like they use it as proof to be like, I am a real person, I'm not a scammer, and like the stuff that I sell is authentic, and like I'm not gonna scam you. And so like when you first get into the space, it's a little tricky because you have to like build up those reviews. You have to like build up the rapport between you and the community. Because the community will be like, because yeah, another red flag is like a brand new account. Like if it's like a brand new account and they have a lot of like high profile, rare, expensive stuff available on their account, probably a scammer. Don't trust it. I don't trust it. I would not buy from someone like that. Not until they've like established themselves in the community more as like someone who isn't going to scam me. So I don't care about the value of shit, I just enjoy the hobby. Dude, I don't know, I get like a kick out of it. Like, Like I get a thrill out of it. That's why I'm like, yo, it's like low key an addiction. It's literally like a gambling addiction, just different. Like it's a gambling addiction in a different fucking font. Because tell me why, bro. Like literally yesterday, I was like scrolling through my feed on my account that I have specifically for buy, selling, and trading only. Like it's like the only purpose of that account is for that. Tell me why I was like scrolling through and I found a couple of photo cards that I've been like wanting for a while that are kind of a little bit more rare. And I found them for like a good price. Bro, I was like vibrating out of my skin. I was like, holy fuck, I gotta fucking lock in. I gotta buy these right now. Holy shit. I was like so excited. I did my background check. I like DM'd the seller and I was like, I'm interested in purchasing like XYZ items. And they were like, all right, cool. And then I went through their reviews and like sent individual messages to like the 4 most recent people who made purchases from them. And I was like, hi, I just wanted to like send a message and ask how your experience was working with this seller. Like, did everything go smoothly? Did they send you did you receive your stuff on time? Like, is your stuff authentic? Did they scam you? Essentially, is what I'm trying to ask. And all 4 of the people I reached out to were like, yeah, that was a great seller to work with. Like, all my stuff came in perfect condition, yada yada. So I was like, all right, good, great, awesome. So then I went in on it and I like bought the photo cards. So that was literally yesterday. I bought like, how many did I buy? Like 9. Because they had like a really big lot of photo cards and I didn't want all of them, but they had quite a few on there that I've been having my eye on for a while at like a really good price. So I was like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna buy them. Fuck it, man. You need help? I for sure do. It is an addiction, I think, like low-key. With how excited, like how much of a thrill I get out of it, like how much dopamine and serotonin I get from buying fucking pieces of paper. Like, at least it's not drugs, you guys. At least it's like a relatively harmless addiction. But it's an addiction nonetheless. It is, I think, I would consider it like low-key to be an addiction. just because of like how obsessed I am with it, like how hooked I am on it. Like, not all addictions are drugs, kids. Sometimes you get addicted to collecting Korean boy paper. At least it's not drugs! Exactly, at least it's not drugs. Oh my god. I could talk about the like ins and outs of PC trading and PC collecting like all day. Like I could make a whole PowerPoint on it because there's like so and the fun part is like if I have a friend who either wants to get into it or wants a certain item and has questions, I'm like an encyclopedia, baby. Like, I can answer any of the questions. Have a good stream, Pookie. I gotta go. Thank you for stopping in and lurking here. Have a good rest of your day. I love you too. Bye. But yeah, I could do that all day. I could make a whole PowerPoint on it, but we won't do that. I wouldn't do that to you guys. I feel like that's boring as fuck. It's like interesting to hear like how crazy it is. Make a PowerPoint. I really should make a PowerPoint for Julia's sake. Yeah, Julia wants to do a PowerPoint night. There are so many things I can make a PowerPoint on. Like, I could make a PowerPoint on, like, just Stray Kids in general. I can make, like, a fucking 10-hour-long PowerPoint just on that. I can make a PowerPoint on the ins and outs of collectible trading and selling and buying. Because there really is a whole ass culture to it, you guys. Like it sounds insane, but there is. And there's a few other things I could make a PowerPoint on, but I feel like if I talk about those things, I'd be exposing myself too much, and I'm not doing that today. We're here to hear you yap, so you do you. That's true. Fair enough. Fair point. But like I have gone out on like little like hangouts with friends, and if they get me starting to talk about this shit, I be yapping forever. But they ask questions is the thing. They're like, I feel like even though it's like such a niche and kind of insane thing, I feel like people don't realize just how insane it is. So then that piques their interest, and they like, and then they end up asking questions and like wanting to know more about it. And I'm like, listen, I could do this all fucking day. Q, not you sending a fucking hamster cage that looks like a circus tent in my fucking Discord right now. Dude, I do be clowning. I am actually a whole ass clown. Like every time there's a new album release for Stray Kids, I'll be stressed. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to spend money because I need to keep up with my fucking collection. Look closer. I know, I see you like put me in the bottom of it too, like. And there's oh my god, there's 2 little hamsters in there, dude. The hamsters are gonna eat me. I am not safe. These are not safe conditions for a tiny little Machiko to be living in. Not the circus hamster cage. Sorry. Shut up, you guys are so annoying. You guys are so fucking annoying. So yeah, back to what has gone on between when I saw you guys last and now. Raya's birthday was it was a huge success. It was amazing, and the decorations were so cute, and the cake was really good, and we had a lot of cake, so we got sent home with like cake, and we've been eating it like nonstop since getting home. Me and my roomie. I was searching for a random cage and I saw the chosen one. Yeah, that's like the perfect one, honestly. Like low-key. After the birthday bash was over, me and my roommate headed home. My roommate is also friends with Kier, so we both went. We like carpooled and went together. So originally, I don't know if I told you guys about this. Originally, after Kier's birthday, me and my roommate were supposed to take an Amtrak to New York, and we were supposed to go see a concert there. But our concert got canceled. The whole damn tour got canceled. And we've known about it for a while, which is why I think I've probably told you guys about it. But yeah, we were supposed to go see a group called CIX in New York, and we had like such good seats, you guys. It was such a fucking bummer that the entire tour got canceled. And truly, me and my roommate think that the tour got canceled because like the group just like isn't popular enough, and like their company just simply didn't want to put the money into a tour for them. So it kind of like, we think that they're probably gonna get disbanded probably sometime within the next year. So this was gonna be our like only chance to see them live, and now the tour got canceled and we didn't get to go. So that was a bummer. And it's like still in my calendar. So like when I was driving, I have like Apple CarPlay in my car, like with the like little like touch screen in the middle of the console. And like Apple CarPlay, like my home screen, it shows like my GPS, it shows what song is playing, and it shows like my calendar events. So we were like in the car, and it was like so depressing because like the concert was like still in my calendar. So we like looked down at my like CarPlay's home screen, and it was like CIX concert, and we were like, damn bruv. Not anymore, no CIX concert for us. But it was okay because we like, you know, we got our money back for the tickets. We got our money back for the Airbnb that we were supposed to stay in. And like we got to spend a little bit more time with Cure, because originally the plan was go to Cure's birthday and then like leave immediately like the next morning to head to New York. But we didn't have to do that because the concert got canceled. So we got to spend a little more time with Cure, which was nice. So, you know, it worked out in the end, but it was still just like, damn man. After that, because I've just been doing so much, guys, I've just been so fucking exhausted. I have just been working and stuff, like working and just and doing what I can to catch up on everything that has kind of fallen to the wayside since being out of town. So the rest of what I've been up to has been really fucking boring because I've had like hella dishes to wash. I've had like shit to, I need to unpack my suitcase still. It's not done yet. Like I was like trying to put away like my toiletries and shit that I took with me cuz I was traveling like for at least like I feel like it had to have been like 2 weeks out of the month of June, and in between the travel I was like I like had other stuff that I was like doing as well. So like I went to 6 concerts in the month of June. 6 freaking concerts. I saw Ninja Sex Party, I saw 82 Major, and then I saw Stray Kids 4 times. All in the month of June. So I've just been like trying to like mentally, physically, emotionally recover from all of that and like catch up on all of my responsibilities that I haven't really had time to keep up with, like while I've been running around doing a million and one things. Machi came home to be a responsible adult again. Yeah, and it sucks, bro, because I was having the time of my life while I was out on my travels, and then you come, it's like after you like come back from like a trip like that where like you're going all over the place and you're having so much fun, you're getting like barely any sleep, but like it doesn't matter because everything you're doing is like exciting and fun. Coming back to like the slow, mundane rigmarole that is like your day-to-day life is so depressing. Like you're just like and finally like there's not anything, like there's not any more like events like going on immediately, so then your body kind of like crashes too. Like all of the adrenaline of like running around and doing fun stuff, it like runs out and you just crash so hard. Like I have been so tired and like so fatigued, and like my voice is still fucked up. Like I felt sick for a little while. I think I burnt myself out a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Like I've been feeling pretty like burnt out, and like usually when I feel burnt out it's from like stuff that like you don't want to do, like responsibilities and shit, but this is like my first time feeling like truly burnt out from like doing too much fun stuff. Like doing too much stuff that like I enjoy and like had planned, and like yeah, oh my god, I've just been so fucking tired. So the fatigue and like crash out on top of like having to like try to be responsible again and like go back to work and like clean the house, unpack my suitcase, like do my laundry, vacuum the floor, do the dishes, take care of the cats. Oh my god, it's like even worse. The motivation for that stuff is like at an all-time low. But yeah, we're getting it done. I've like readjusted to being at home. But my room is such a mess, you guys. Like, honestly, when I get off stream, I'll probably clean my room. If I have time before I have to, like, go to work, I will probably clean my room. Because, yeah, my suitcase is just, like, open in the middle of the floor. And, like, there's just stuff, like, kind of, like, thrown kind of haphazardly all over the place because, like, there were certain things in my suitcase that I needed more urgently than other things, so I had to like dig for those items and pull them out to use them, and then everything else has kind of just been abandoned. And taking a shower, you're saying I'm not stinky. I showered pretty much every day like while I was traveling. So first of all, I showered every day, and second of all, I shower like before I go to work like every day. So I've like part of the reason I have to make sure I like give myself a little bit of a buffer on time like between like streaming and working is because I like at the very least like need to take a shower before I go to work, because I will feel disgusting if I don't. I hate like I'm like a morning shower person, but because I like wake up late, I guess I'm more of like an afternoon shower person. But I rarely like shower at night. Because, like, I don't know, I just prefer how it feels to, like, shower in the day and, like, kind of feel, like, more refreshed in the day than to, like, shower before I go to bed. But I know some people like to take a shower before bed because they just, like, to get the grime of the day off of them before bed. I don't know, I don't usually feel particularly dirty at the end of a day. Like, even if I've been, like, unless I go to the gym or something, then I might like rinse off, but I don't take like a full shower. But usually like my day-to-day activities don't make me feel like dirty or grimy. So I prefer a morning shower because I get hot in my sleep. I don't know if that's like a normal thing. Like even if the AC is blasting in my house, I get really really hot when I sleep. Like I don't know if that's like a me thing or if you guys get hot like or if other people get hot when they sleep too. But yeah, like it's weird. Like I'll go to bed feeling cold and like by the middle of the night I'm like sweating. Like I get so freaking hot in the night. Like even in the dead of winter when it's kind of cold in my apartment because we're cheap and we try not to use the central heating and cooling system too much, I'll still wake up like really hot. And I'm like, what the hell? Because I'm like not a very like warm person. Like I feel like in general I get cold easy. But when I sleep it's like a different story. I get so hot in my sleep. I don't understand why. How she gets hot in bed. Noted. I do. I know you're trying to like make a little quip right now, Q, but I really truly do. Like I get so like genuinely like physically warm. Like I'll be like sweating and shit. I'm like I be going to bed with the blankets on, and by the time I wake up in the morning, blankets are kicked off. Blankets are off. I have to wear like really like light clothes to sleep because I get so hot. I wear like a tank top and shorts to go to sleep. Bang Chan Dreams, stop. Hi, Yummy. Oh my gosh, you're ultra cute. Stop. Thank you. Thank you so much. You're cute. What the heck? Welcome in to the chat. How are you doing today? We're just yapping today. I'm trying to fill like maybe 2 hours of time with just chatting, and then we'll just call it like a short stream today. So we're just talking about any old thing. And right now we're talking about the fact that I get really hot when I sleep, which I think is weird. Like, I wouldn't think it was weird if I was like a warm-blooded person in general. Like if I got warm in other situations. But typically I'm so cold all the time. Like if I'm at work and they have the AC on, I'd be like goosebumps. I'm like shivering. Like it's like I feel like it's freezing in there. I'll be like, and everyone else is like, it feels fine in here, and I'm like, no dude, it's fucking cold. It's freezing in here. But yeah, then at home usually I'm like comfortable like walking around the house because we keep the house at like, in the winter we keep the house at like 68. Sometimes we bump it up to be like 70 if it's a really cold day. And then in the summer, for those of you who hate the heat, y'all are gonna be like absolutely like gobsmacked when I tell you this. But like because our like AC in the apartment like isn't very good, it like costs a lot of money to run it. So we try not to like run it too hardcore. And we keep the house at probably like 70s, somewhere between 76 and 78 degrees, which is hot. So in the summer, when I'm hot at night, it makes sense because it's hot in the apartment. But like during my waking hours, when I'm just like walking around and like doing stuff, I feel fine in the apartment. But yeah, it do be hot in here. I'll say it's probably like around 74 downstairs, like because our apartment has 2 floors. It's probably it feels more like 74 downstairs, but up in my bedroom, which is upstairs, it gets hot as shit in here, you guys. And my room like faces the sun. Like I have like windows that face the sun. Waking hours, so like 4 p.m. I think on average I wake up. It depends on when I work. I wake up like anywhere between like 9 a.m. to like 2 p.m. I have no sleep schedule whatsoever. Like that's probably why like my insomnia be kicking my ass so bad, because I have no semblance of like order or like rhythm to my sleeping patterns at all. So like it's bad. But that's why it's also I don't get jet lagged easily, because like my sleep is already so fucked up that like changing time zones doesn't really do anything else to make it worse. Like, it's just the same as always. Um, but yeah, like my sleep is like so all over the place. But I'd say my waking hours are on average roughly between like 11 a.m. to like 3 a.m. the next day. Like those are like my waking hours. And yeah, like during like the day, if I'm at home and I'm like right now, like I'm at home and I'm like just chilling, I'm like sitting at my desk, I have like a fan running, I feel comfortable. But it is for sure at least 76 degrees in this room right now. I can tell you that. Like, there's no way it's cooler than 76 degrees in my room right now. Like, it's pretty warm in here. But, like, I feel fine. Like, I don't feel uncomfortable. Midday, if the sun is out, that will be maybe the only time. Like, midday between the hours of, like, 2 p.m. and, like, 5 p.m. when there's no clouds in the sky. It gets hot enough in my room that even I am uncomfortable. Like, it gets hot as shit in here. Like, I swear to God, it gets to be like 80 degrees in my room sometimes. And I'm like, that's too much. That's too hot. Like, but like, we have the AC running and there's nothing we can do about it. Like, I think if we tried to run the AC much harder than we're running it right now, it would just break. Like, and we already pay enough for like our cooling and heating anyway, so it is a price I'm willing to pay. It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make to be like slightly uncomfortable. Like, the best times of year are spring and fall for indoor activities because like the AC and or heat, whatever we need to be running at the time, like is easier to manage. Thank you for the Hydrate Redeem Q. But yeah, I know there are some people who are very sensitive to temperature who probably are listening to me talk about this like, oh my god, that is a nightmare. And I'm like, I don't know, man. If you want to save money, you get used to it. Like, we take forever. Like, once it hits like fall this year, you hate heat so much. Yeah, that's how my brother is too. And like my brother, when he comes over, he always be complaining about how hot it is in the house in the summertime. And I'm like, my bad, bro. I'm like, do you want to pay my electricity bill? But yeah, like we try to like keep the electricity bill down as much as possible because it is expensive to live in this world. So, you know, we're trying to cut the cost of bills like wherever we can. Fortunately, I live in a very cold place. Oh yeah, like more north. Yeah, I live in a place where it gets like it can get like really cold in the winter and it can get really hot in the summer. So we get both sides of it. But yeah, like as like once it turns to be like September, and the like and it starts getting like colder outside, we just cut off the central heat and cooling completely for like as long as we can deal with it. So like we'll have like sometimes we'll cut it off somewhere around like September, October, like whenever it starts to get cool outside, probably around September. And we'll just leave it off until like sometimes like December. Like if it's not a particularly harsh winter and we can like handle it being cold in the apartment, we'll just like use like sometimes I'll use a space heater in my room, like to kind of like just have like my like when I sleep, just to have my space be a little bit warmer so that I'm not like waking up freezing cold. But yeah, we're like so cheap about the electricity bill, and like the most expensive part of your electricity bill is your central heating and cooling. Expensive says the same person that just flexed her more than $800 K-pop boy card collection. Okay, listen. I know that I be spending a lot on my collectibles, but like that's my money, okay? And me and my roommate split the electricity bill, and the more money we save on shit like that, the more we can spend on collecting and doing fun stuff. Like, I hate pouring money into essentials. Like, it pains me to pay my bills every month. I'm like, this is so dumb. Essentials, like basic necessities, I hate paying for it. I'm like, that shit should just be free. I shouldn't have to pay to be alive, okay? Like, that's dumb. That's stupid. I didn't ask to be alive. Like, Why do I have to pay to live? Okay, I hate it. I hate it. It pisses me off. And so I try to cut as much cost from like essentials as possible, as humanly possible, so that I can put my money into stuff that I actually enjoy and want to do. That is how I live my life. Like, that's how I can like afford to like do stuff and go places. Also, I be grinding when it comes to like working. Like, I work really hard and like do a lot in between when I'm like not here with you guys. So I work really hard and I cut costs on essentials, and I put all of my money into doing stuff that I actually enjoy and want to do. Heating with electricity is expensive as fuck. It really is. Like, our windows aren't the right size or shape for it, but sometimes I would think about like, would it be cheaper if we just cut the central heating and cooling off completely and instead purchased like a window unit, like a window AC unit, and like we just had we could have like two of them, like one in like this like main living area of the house, or maybe three. One in the main living area of the house, and then maybe like one in my room, and then one in my roommate's room. I kind of think about, I'm like, would that be cheaper than using the central heating and air? Because the central heating and air like doesn't do shit anyway. Like, it just keeps it from being the same insane temperatures that it is outside. Because like, we've been having a heat wave come through, and I know I talked about it when I was talking about going to my concert in DC. That was an absolute nightmare. But like, the heat wave has kind of been coming and going. Like, today it's not so bad. It's currently only like in like the upper 70s outside. Today's like the high is in the 80s. But like, recently it's been getting up to like upper 90s and like 100 degrees outside. And like the like AC kind of like can't keep up with that much heat. I think I read somewhere that like your typical like central AC system can only properly like cool a space 20 degrees colder than what it is outside. Like, it's actually like not possible for it to cool more than 20 degrees lower than what it is outside. So I think to myself, I'm like, my AC barely even like helps. It just stops it from being 100 degrees in here. It stops it from being like unlivable. And I'm like, maybe I should just get a window AC unit. Maybe I can find one that would fit in the window that I have. Without your HVAC on, that's how you get mold and humid climates. Yeah, but like, it's humid in here even like with the HVAC system. Like, I feel like it doesn't pull enough moisture out of the air to like prevent the like level of humidity that still happens like in my apartment. Like, it is humid as fuck in my house, like even with the central air running. And then I think about like places that don't have central heating and air. Like, how do they then deal with like moisture in the air? Like, are the buildings built differently to accommodate the moisture in the air? Or does the building just require more maintenance over time to combat the moisture, like the humidity? It could actually be, or at least more efficient, because you only need to cool a room instead of the whole house, but I don't know, we don't have central cooling down here. Yeah, I'm like, when I was visiting Cure, and when I was visiting my friend in New York, both of them like live in older buildings that don't have central heating and air. So when I was like hanging out with them, they both have window AC units, and I'm so serious, you guys, their houses were much more of a comfortable temperature than my house is with like central heating and cooling. So I'm like, low key, I feel like it would be more like, me and my roommate would be more comfortable if we had window units just cooling the spaces that we spend the most time in, as opposed to like our AC like working its ass off trying to like just keep the house at like a bearable temperature. I used the portable wall outlet AC unit, best $200 ever. And it's like a cooling unit. I didn't know that I assumed that the only like portable AC option would be a window unit, but there's different options. I've never actually like really looked into it. Like at my old apartment, It was also like an old building, but it did have central heating and cooling. But the because the building was so old, the insulation was really, really bad. So like it really didn't matter that we had like central heating and air because it just like didn't work very well. There were like big windows and they were single pane, which is like a choice. And yeah, like the like building was just really old, and a lot of the outer walls didn't really have insulation at all. They were just like stone and like brick and stuff. So it was always really cold in the winter, and it was always really hot in the summer. But in particular, in the winter, it was really, really hard to heat. So I did do research on like space heaters and stuff like that at the time, and was looking into like what the cheaper option would be for us. Like, would it be cheaper for us to continue to try to rely on the central heating, or should we get a space heater? And in the end, it was like pretty 50-50, like up for debate as to like what's cheaper, because it kind of just depended. It would have depended on like what type of heater I bought, and like all these other factors were in play. So I was like, in the end, I did buy a space heater for my room, and I would just turn it on during really, really cold nights. But like we did still use the central heat in the winter at my old apartment. But man, guys, that fucking electric bill was gnarly. Portables are good, but they use more energy than a wall-mounted AC. Yeah, I was thinking, yeah, like I feel like the window unit is probably like a really, like probably really cost efficient. Like I feel like it doesn't actually take that much power. Like it does take power, like a decent amount of power, but probably like way less than Central would. And so our apartment is like about 1,200 square feet. But we really only use like we don't actively use all of the space in the house. So like we could be using like a window unit when we're in the room that we're spending time in, and then like turn it off when we leave, and then like just do it like that. I feel like, guys, sometimes I'm like, should I do it? Should I buy a window unit for my room and tell you guys how it turns out? Keep track of like our electricity bill. The window ones use outside air, risky if it's humid because it starts generating water as well. Yeah, okay. I was wondering about that because, yeah, when I was at my friend's house, when I was at Kira's house, the window unit, like, you could see, like, not steam, but it was like, you could see, like, vapor, like, coming, like, blowing through the AC unit. But doesn't the AC unit kind of pull, like, that's why the AC units, like, drip outside, right? Because they do pull some of the water out, right? Or, because, like, car AC units work the same way. Like, in the summer, like, when you have your AC on in the car, there'll be, like, a puddle of water under your car because, like, it pulls some of the moisture out. To be fair, who knows what's better with how wacky the US can be. Yeah, true that. I just, man, every month when we get our electricity bill, like, we hold our breath. We're like, oh, okay, how bad or good did we do this month? Like, this month, I actually am really proud of us because it was really fucking hot outside, but our electricity bill wasn't so bad. It's mostly condensation from heat transfer. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. I was like, oh, I feel like maybe it's pulling the moisture out. Yeah, no, but it makes more sense that it's probably just condensation. AC uses a compressor to cool the air, and that's where the water comes from. I'm learning. We're learning about AC units today. It's now a learning session. Class has begun. But yeah, I don't know. Like, during the peaks of these heat waves, it's been kind of uncomfortable in our apartment. And like, when we're like dancing, oh, like we be sweating because it's like max, like in our living room it gets to be like around like 74 to 76 degrees, and like when you're doing so much physical activity like dancing and like that temperature, it starts to feel hot quick. If you use multiple space heaters / AC units, you're gonna pay the same for electricity as using your HVAC. If that's the case though, if it's going to be the exact same cost, but one is maybe going to feel more comfortable than the other, then maybe I should just go with the space heater and like, yeah, go with what feels better. Yeah, and I feel like maybe space heaters and like AC units would feel more comfortable. So maybe we do it and it'll be a whole experiment, and I'll report back to you. My only issue is I'm like, how much do you guys think AC units go for? Like, let's Google it real quick. Window AC unit. Window AC unit. Let's see, how much do they go for on average? Let's see, small, smart, window, air. It looks like they vary a lot. There's some that are like almost $400, some that are like more like 150, 200. I guess it depends which one would fit your needs more. Like, let's see, the cheapest one is $139 from Walmart that I see, like, just from a basic search. But yeah, like, I wonder how good, like, I wonder if you pay for what you get with these. Probably a little bit, yeah. Good floor AC units, 200. Wall-mounted AC, between 50 and 150. You want to go with what cools the desired space. Yeah, so you have to, like, pay attention to square footage and stuff like that. I don't know about window units, but wall-mounted can cool and heat. Oh, that's interesting. That I did not know. Does it, like, depend on, like, there's probably some that do both and some that don't. The ones that do both are probably more expensive. But it would be, like, nice to just, like, make one purchase and, like, not have to worry about it afterwards. Chat, maybe we get a wall-mounted, like, cooling unit for my room. Cooling and heating, and then I don't have to worry about shit as much. And then we'll put one in the living room too. Price usually changes depending on the size. A good brand will last forever. Look at Japanese brands. Wait, window AC unit. Let me, or like, Japanese window AC unit. Like Toshiba? Like, would that be like a brand that you would, like, I don't know. I'd have to do like a research. Yeah, like Toshiba brand and stuff. Do they work better? They just like better in general? They have the best small units since they don't have a lot of space and aren't using central air like we do in the USA. That makes sense. That tracks. Yeah. Yeah, guys. You guys have given me a lot of thoughts. A lot of food for thought. I'm gonna be considering this. I'm gonna, like, look into this more. Because, yeah, I know if it's gonna, like, end up costing us the same amount of money, why not just be more comfortable? You feel me? And if the humidity is bad and worst comes to worst, we could also buy a dehumidifier. Like, that's an option if it's, like, getting, like, really damp up in our apartment. Like, a dehumidifier would probably help. Get like a good one that, like, covers a lot of space. I'm about to have so many fucking appliances in my house. I have a humidifier for the winter too, because, like, for as humid as it gets here in the summertime, it gets so fucking dry in the winter. Like, it hurts my throat, so I have to, like, have a humidifier, like, in my room, like, when I sleep, so that I don't wake up with a sore throat every day. There's a name for AC that only cools in a name that cools and heats, but I don't remember the name. Let me see. Maybe we'll find out. AC unit that heats and cools. Let's see. A lot of these just say air conditioner with heat. But yeah, there's probably like a word for it. Split air conditioner, is that maybe what you were thinking of? Split air conditioner? Where it does both. Bofa. This is about to be, like, now I'm just gonna start getting ads for heating and cooling units because I'm like looking it up. Because I'm Googling it on like my personal Google account. So I'm gonna start getting ads for it on all my social medias. I guess it's better than those crazy ads that I get for like the weird like short dramas with the really bad acting. Yeah. We're gonna look into this, guys. We're gonna look into this. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with me. This has been very educational for me. Some of these wall mount ones are like really big. Like they're like the size of, they're like the length of like a queen size bed. I didn't even know where I'd put that. I guess I could put it right above my bed. Like looking around my room, like where would that even go if I got like a wall mounted one? Because I'm like thinking, I also like, I have a friend who lives nearby who has like this like a wall mounted one that looks like this one in this photo. And like it has like little, I don't know. I'll show you guys what I'm looking at. Let me find an image. Let me find an image set. I know someone who has one that like lives near me that looks like this one. And like it does heat and cool, but like they only have one, they live alone, so they just have one like in their bedroom, and they have it like on the opposite side of the room from their bed, but it is really big, like it like spans a lot of space. Those go through the wall, these ones do. Okay, so that would be like a lot of like trouble to like install. I'd want something like simpler, something like maybe like something like these, mayhaps. This one I can tell like literally goes inside the wall. Like this one would need like a space inside the wall, or like something like this. Do you think some of these have like humidifying and dehumidifying features built into them? I wonder. Because then I could just buy like one appliance that maybe is a little bit more expensive, but it would function like, it would function for all of my needs instead of having to buy like multiple appliances. Yeah, but they're gonna be more expensive. But like, would I end up saving money buying one more expensive appliance than I would purchasing like two separate appliances to do something that one appliance can do on its own? I wonder. I don't know. I don't know much about portables. They're basically like laptops to PCs. Yeah, I'm like looking at all of these. Well, I don't know. I have to do like, I'm gonna have to go to Reddit and do some digging. Reddit is where I get all of my information on stuff like appliances and like what I should purchase. This one's cute. I like these ones, but yeah, if they are really difficult to install, then I'm not gonna even bother with it. Because, especially since I'm just renting anyway. Like, I don't want to install something like super hardcore, and then if I move out, have to like uninstall it and all that shit. But yeah, maybe we buy one and we report back. I don't know. I'm running out of things to talk about, you guys. We've been yapping for 2 hours. What else do I talk about? What else is there to talk about? I talked about my week, which wasn't even that long. I just talked to you guys on Thursday. And let's see, what do I have coming up? I do have shit coming up. Are you guys ready for 4th of July? Being on rent, yeah, because they aren't hard. It depends on how or where you put it. You can also send the pipes through a window. Yeah, I've seen I've stayed in Airbnbs where they have like a unit and like there is like a little like plastic tube that they just like run from the unit like to the window, and it just like drips out the window. And it's kind of like a weird setup, but like, hey, if it works, it works. But yeah, being a renter, I'm like, I don't know, like I'd have to like look at my lease, I think, and figure out what is and is not allowed for me to like put into my apartment. Funny enough, I also have a national festivity on July 4th. Yeah, cause like you're not U.S. based. Q. What do you have going on 4th of July, July 4th? I'm not doing anything. I'm gonna be at work for the 4th of July, and then I'll probably come and stream, um, because I have been doing enough, and I don't think any of my friends are. Me and my friends aren't particularly patriotic. I think if any of us were to like throw a get together for 4th of July, it would be like just to hang out. It would be like anti-establishment get together. So and like my one friend like loves fireworks. So like she will probably go see some fireworks cuz she just enjoys fireworks. But yeah, I don't have any plans for 4th of July other than like working and streaming. So, the 4th is just to celebrate being off work. Yeah, if you have like a more typical like corporate America like desk job type of position, then yeah, you get off work. So it's just like it's like a holiday where you like don't have to go to work. Unfortunately, in my profession, I'm working. So, I will be working on the 4th of July. And then I'll be coming home and chilling before I stream. Maybe get some dance practice in. Day of the Flag and the death of Martin Miguel. I don't want to say the name wrong. I'm not even gonna try. Argentina historical figure. Cool. I didn't know that you also had a little celebration on the exact same day. I bet yours is way cooler. 4th of July is dumb. Like, ooh, celebrating independence. What independence? Okay, listen. We barely have any freedoms in this country anymore. They keep taking them away. Fuck this place. I'm not celebrating 4th of July. But yeah. I don't really care and I don't have time and I'm gonna be working, so but yeah, 4th of July is a fun time to like just get together with your friends and set off dumb fireworks and drink and like do whatever. Like I've always enjoyed going to 4th of July parties because like they're always a good time, but like the significance of the holiday is severely lost on anybody who I know who attends like a 4th of July party. Like we all are just like, yeah, we're just partying to party. Martin and Miguel, good. Yeah. The last name, I'm not sure how it's meant to be pronounced. Gomez, maybe. I start my new job the Monday after the 4th. Oh my gosh! Exciting! Congratulations! I know you've been like job hunting for a while. Are you looking forward to the new job? Does it seem promising? Does it seem like something that you're going to enjoy? Or is it just another job and you're just like, it pays the bills? I feel like it's always really exciting if you end up landing a job that you're kind of like looking forward to. Usually for me, I'll have like a little bit of like, oh, maybe this will be a cool job. And usually after, like when I start a new job, and then usually a few weeks in, I'm like, this sure is a job. This sure is another job. I don't dream of labor. I don't have a dream job. It pays way more than I was making before, and I can see a career path. It's with home building. Okay, cool. Slay. All right. Hey, if it pays well, and there's like room for vertical movement in the company, and you know it's not going to be like the worst thing you've ever done, I'd say that's a win all around. Like if you don't actively dread going every day, you know, then I feel like that's a win. And yeah, and the money doesn't hurt. So that's exciting, and congratulations, and I hope you enjoy your new job and it goes well and you don't end up hating it, and hopefully your superiors are cool too, because like my roommate, they work for the state, and like their job is fine, but their superiors suck, dude. Like my roommate's direct superior is such a bitch. Like if I ever saw that woman on the street, it would be on site, I'm like, what is, like, she is so mean, like, for no reason. And then she'll be like, oh yeah, like, I mean, I know that, like, the way I communicate is wrong and I should work on it, but I'm not going to. Like, the fact that she, like, acknowledges that the way she speaks to people and the way that she, like, handles situations is not how she should do it, and, like, and she should work on it, but actively chooses not to. I'm like, fucking the worst person ever. Like, dude, my roommate's, like, direct superior, a bitch, you guys. She's such a bitch. Fucking hate that woman. I've never met that woman. I hate her. When you have the dots on top, you pronounce it oh, pinguino can be a good example if you want to search it. Okay, I'll, like, yeah, I'm so with like Spanish pronunciation. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. I never took a day of Spanish in my life. I never done any, like, research into Spanish. I just, like, I don't know any Spanish at all. I wish I knew more languages. Like, I know a little bit of French. I know a little bit of Japanese. I know a little bit of Korean. That is it. Like, I'm not particularly conversational in any language except English. Like, the one I'd say that I'm closest to getting conversational in is Japanese, but, like, even still, it's pretty rough. And I don't practice enough. So, nah. I'm doing my job wrong and abusing my power, ha ha ha. Yeah, no, like, actually, that's how my roommate's boss is. Like, she is so horrible. Like, she's, God. Like, yeah, it's, like, for me, it's the fact that she, like, it would be one thing if she just, like, was a shitty boss, right? Like, I mean, everyone has shitty bosses. For me, the real kicker is just, yeah, the fact that, like, she acknowledges that she's a shitty boss and, like, makes no attempt to, like, be better in any way. And it's just, like, yeah, like, I don't feel like changing how I do things, so I'm gonna continue to be an asshole and talk to people like they're, like, inhuman. Like, I can't tell y'all the number of times my roommate has, like, come home being like, my boss made me cry at work again today. Like, and I love me and my roommate are really close. Like, we're, like, best friends. So, like, hearing my roommate have to go through, like, such, like, horrible fucking experiences at their job just because their boss is fucking asshole, like, makes me mad to no end. Like, I probably hate my roommate's boss more than my roommate hates their boss. I fucking hate my roommate's boss, and my roommate really doesn't like the job. Like, it pays well, and that's, like, pretty much the only reason that they stay with the job, but they've been, like, actively trying to find another job that pays, like, at least the same, if not more, because, yeah, like, it's a toxic ass work environment, like, with the way that their boss, like, handles stuff, and, like, no one does anything about it. Like, people in HR, like, know that she's like that and, like, don't do anything about it. So that makes me mad too. I'm like, what's even the point of having this, like, HR hierarchy system if you guys aren't going to, like, reprimand, like, your employees for, like, abuse of power and bad behavior? Like, what? What? It makes me mad. It pisses me off. But yeah, no, like, you should never have to shed tears at your job because your boss is an asshole, okay? Like, no, that shouldn't be happening. I know it happens all the time, but it makes me mad anyway. Yeah. My job, on the other hand, you know, I've cried at my job a few times, but usually it's not because of my boss. It's because of the people who come in who are, like, fucking mean. Like, bro, I'm just slinging wine, right? I'm essentially a glorified bartender. Like, there is no reason to be coming into my job and giving me attitude. Like, but people have absolutely no chill. Like, people do not know how to behave themselves. And it's like the churchgoers on Sunday that are the worst, which is so fucking funny. I know y'all probably have heard people say that before, but, like, the irony is simply not lost on me that, like, the worst people to come into an establishment are the people coming directly from church on Sunday. They're horrible. If they don't tip, like, they're mean. like they're entitled. I'm like, did you not just like come from the house of the Lord? Like, what is going on here? Like, hour check, yeah, it is 3:17. So I've just been filling space by yapping and ranting. I'll probably finish my, like, we can talk for a little bit longer, but then I'll probably get off soon. Imagine having a job couldn't be me. Bro, you gotta be grinding out here if you want to live your best life. You gotta be out here on that grind. I do like I like work at my like one job, and then if I have like time in between to make a little extra money, I'll like do like extra side gigs. Uber and shit's always an option. Dog walking, house sitting, babysitting. Bro, I'll be hustling out here. I'll be hustling. I'll be doing side jobs too on top of my regular job to make a little extra cash money to fund my lifestyle. They're clean of sin, so they have to fill it up again. I fucking guess. I was like, that, like, it always blows my mind thinking about how, like, the worst people are always people who are coming directly from fucking church. Like, like, I guess you learned nothing during your sermon. I don't know. Mom should be doing the side quests to go see more armpit. Exactly! Sometimes you gotta do a few extra side quests so that you can go see the most beautiful armpits on a man you've ever seen in your life. Like, sometimes it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. But yeah, no, I like have there's a app. I used to teach. I used to be like a teacher back in the day. And I used to like teach kids with special needs in particular. So I like have certifications and those sorts of things, on like my resume and stuff from my time during when I was working in that field. So there's like an app called like Care. I think it's called care.com, something like that. And it's like an app where you can like find nannying gigs and like babysitting gigs. I usually get like good luck with like higher paying like gigs on there because I have like additional certifications from like my work and like from my past work and stuff like that. So yeah, sometimes you can make some really good money like babysitting. My one friend was actually like a nanny exclusively for a while, and like it can be pretty good money, but she said it was really stressful, especially because it's like you spend so much time with the kids as their nanny, and then like you interact with like their parents and stuff, and like if their parents are kind of bad parents, you kind of just have to sit back and watch the parents be shitty parents to their kids. And like she said that was like really hard to watch and like stressful. So yeah, I don't know if I'd ever do something like that. I don't know. The hours are flexible usually, and it might pay better than what I do right now. Sometimes I think about it. I'd be a good nanny, I think. Kids love me because I look young. I look like them. I got like colorful hair usually and like piercings and stuff. You take care of us, so it's kind of similar. Aww. I do my best. I do my best. Mostly I just sit here and yap at you guys, but but yeah. I mean when I babysit